Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Depending on where you are in this world, God bless you. This is Gloria White coming to you from Utah, USA. We're going to be today in the book of Ezekiel in the Old Testament in the King James Version of the Holy Bible, and we are in chapter 12. The word of the Lord also came unto me, saying, Son of man, thou dwellest in the midst of a rebellious house, which have eyes to see and see not. They have ears to hear and hear not, for they are a rebellious house. Therefore, thou son of man, prepare thee stuff for removing, or like your belongings for captivity, and remove by day in their sight. And thou shalt remove from thy place to another place in their sight. It may be that they will consider, though they be a rebellious house. Then shalt thou bring forth thy stuff, or belongings, for removing. Thy stuff, let me read that again. I'm sorry, verse 4. Lost my spot there. Then shalt thou bring forth thy stuff or belongings by day in their sight, as stuff for removing, or your belongings to go into captivity. And thou shalt go forth at eve in their sight, as they go forth into captivity. So he's saying, here is Ezekiel doing a pantomime. And he's getting his stuff, and he's got it, and he's going and then he puts it somewhere, and then he goes back and he gets his stuff, and he does it again, he's bringing more stuff, and he's doing a pantomime. And the people of Israel, God's hoping that they're going to what is he doing, and catch on. So verse 5. Dig thou through the wall in their sight, and carry out thereby. So dig a hole in the wall and carry it out that way. In their sight shalt thou bear it upon thy shoulders, and carry it forth in the twilight. Thou shalt cover thy face, that thou see not the ground. For I have set thee for a sign unto the house of Israel. Well, if you cover your face so that you can't see the ground, you can't tell where you're walking, and you're liable to be stumbling. This is a message. And I did so as I was commanded. I brought forth my stuff by day, as stuff for captivity. And in the eve I digged through the wall with mine hand. I brought it forth in the twilight, and I bare it upon my shoulder in their sight. And in the morning came the word of the Lord unto me, saying, Son of man, hath not the house of Israel, the rebellious house, said unto thee, What doest thou? Say thou unto them, Thus saith the Lord God, This burden, or this oracle or prophecy, concerneth the prince in Jerusalem, and all the house of Israel that are among them. Say, I am your sign, like as I have done, so shall it be done unto them. They shall remove, or be carried away, go into captivity. And the prince that is among them shall bear upon his shoulder, or bear his belongings upon his shoulder in the twilight, and shall go forth. They shall dig through the wall to carry out thereby. He shall cover his face, that he see not the ground with his eyes. My net also will I spread upon him, or over him, and he shall be taken, or caught in my snare. And I will bring him to Babylon, to the land of the Chaldeans. Yet shall he not see it, though he shall die there. This is covering his face. He's not going to see where he's going. And I will scatter toward every wind that are about all, And I will scatter toward every wind all that are about him to help him, and all his bands or troops, and I will draw out the sword after them. And they shall know that I am the Lord, when I shall scatter them among the nations, and disperse them in the countries, throughout the countries. But I will leave a few men of them from the sword, from the famine, and from the pestilence. Again, saving the remnant, that they may declare all their abominations among the heathen, the Gentiles, whither they come. And they shall know that I am the Lord. He's going to leave a few alive, which is his remnant, but he's also going to have them testifying. Moreover, the word of the Lord came to me, saying, Son of man, eat thy bread with quaking, and drink thy water with trembling and with carefulness. And say unto the people of the land, Thus saith the Lord God, of the inhabitants, concerning the inhabitants of Jerusalem and of the land of Israel, they shall eat their bread with carefulness or anxiety. It's not going to be a whole lot of bread. And drink their water with astonishment or dread. Sorry, my camera just did something. From all that are therein, because of the violence of all them that dwell therein. The cities that are inhabited shall be laid waste, and the land shall be desolate, and ye shall know that I am the Lord. And the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, what is that proverb that ye have in the land of Israel, saying, The days are prolonged, and every vision faileth? Meaning the prophecies are just, they're so far from us. We're never going to be affected by that, which is something that a lot of Christians right now are thinking, no, the end times they're way far away. They're not going to get to us. We'll be out of here before then. Tell them therefore, thus saith the Lord God, I will make this proverb to cease, and they shall no more use it as a proverb in Israel. But say unto them, the days are at hand, and the effect of every vision. In other words, he's bringing them to fruition. And from there shall be no more any vain or false vision, nor flattering divination within the house of Israel. For I am the Lord, I will speak, and the word that I shall speak shall come to pass. It shall be no more prolonged. It's not going to be delayed. Here it comes. For in your days, O rebellious house, I will say the word and will perform it, saith the Lord God. Again the word of the Lord came to me, saying, Son of man, behold, they of the house of Israel say, The vision that he seeth is for many days to come, and he prophesieth of times that are far off. Therefore say unto them, Thus saith the Lord God, There shall none of my words be prolonged or postponed any more, but the word which I have spoken shall be done, saith the Lord God. And this is how it is in like the end times. If we look at this in relation to what we've been told about Revelation, in the book of Revelation, the things that are to come, some people are saying, oh, that's not going to happen now. But it is happening now. And I want you guys to prepare and be ready to stand against the things that are going to be coming upon this earth. The evil, we have to stand against it. Don't be afraid to stand up for the Lord and fight against the evil. Oh yes, we're peaceful people, but we can do it peacefully. We don't have to be violent. We don't have to be mean. We can do it in loving kindness. But will you speak the words of the Lord into the ears of the lost, or your brothers and sisters who need encouragement? Please think on these things. And as always, I love you.